Hello students, hello teachers. My name is Camila Neira and this is the second video of my lesson plan. Today I will be talking about story time, which will be the topic of the class that I will approach with my students. I will teach the grade first baccalaureate. The class will last 45 minutes and they have an elementary level, which is A2.2. And the lesson plan designer will be my person, Camila Neira. First of all, to plan a class, I was planning the objectives based on four learning skills, which are very important. They are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Listening, students will be able to identify new vocabulary relating to the topic mystery. In speaking, they will be able to speak about different types of mystery and random events they have experience, and then they will use the vocabulary from the past, present, and adverse of manner and attitude. Then they will focus on reading objectives, which students will be able to identify new words and vocabulary from the learning topic, which is also related to the past perfect verbs, verb form, and adverbs of manner and attitude. And then writing, they will be able to describe short stories with the use of new vocabulary. Based on these objectives, I will also use two methodologies to apply in my class to help me approach better the lesson plan. And they are audiolingual method and communicative language teaching. In each section in this section of my learning lesson, I will apply these two methods to be able to accomplish well enough the class. Then I would use two strategies which will help me to organize how I will approach the class with my students, which are whole class and pair work. In whole class work, students will listen, writing, and reading activities, and we will review the answers of worksheets that I prepare for. And then in pair work, they will also discuss about worksheets in group, and they will have a speaking comprehension. Another part of my lesson plan is an anticipatory set. My person will talk about mystery stories from Ecuador. There are many legends and still don't have a real investigation of what really happened in the past. For example, in Loja, there are many mystery places. People are afraid of passing by at certain times because they are scared that something unaware can happen. And then comes my main teaching input, which is a very important part of my lesson plan. I think it's the most important part because then I will explain detail what things I will approach in each section of the class. First of all, I will start my class with a warm-up activity. The teacher will begin the class with a small exercise related to the learning topic. The teacher will ask learners about mystery stories from their cities or a story that they can tell to the class. 3 students will be able to tell short stories to the class in order to enroll them into the learning process of the topic and help them to have a view of what things they will learn in this class. I won't ask all the students because it's just a small activity in which just a few students are able to participate, so I can aim all the other objectives in the class. Then my person will show students the grammar of the past perfect verbs and some adverbs of manner and attitude. I will hand them some worksheets which they will work separately the topics. First of all, we will focus on the past perfect of the verbs, and then we will work on a small worksheet about adverbs of manner and attitude, which is very important in this part of the context of learning a story time. And I would use the methodology of teaching by audiolingual method. Then the teacher will go around and ask the students if there are some problems and help them if it is needed. Then all the students and the teacher will together analyze the two worksheets that they will approach, and then I will use the methodology of communicative activity because everyone is involved in this activity. I will give students the opportunity to talk. Everyone needs to participate in this activity because there are many sentences for all of them to participate and raising him and to be able to learn something new. If they are committing and they are making some mistakes, it is okay to have some mistakes, and I will help them to analyze their mistakes and why did they make this mistake. Then students will have time to talk in groups with his or her partner, and they will talk about a mystery story. They will practice some speaking comprehension with the use of new vocabulary, which increases the past perfect verbs and adverbs of manner and attitude. Everything needs to be combined in this speaking activity, and they will use and they will be using the methodology of communicative activity because they will communicate with each other. And then the teacher will go around and help them to pronunciate better the words, because sometimes the students are making some mistakes when they are using this type of new grammar or verbs. They always make mistakes. Therefore, the teacher will also show students a video which is related to the topic I will explain later on. And then they will be able to understand briefly the topic. And to conclude the class, the teacher will do a class review. If the students are having some problems, she will clarify it. Well, the modeling of this lesson plan is to begin the class, and the teacher talks about a mystery story about the city of Loja, but then the teacher will focus also in another type of mystery in Ecuador. For example, in Quito, there are many mystery legends which are really important for our culture, and so students can know a little bit more about the mysteries that are happening in our culture, not just about around the world. I'm focused more in our Ecuadorian culture. And this activity enrolls students into the topic to help them understand what things they will address during the class. Then it's very important in the lesson plan to have a guide practice, because students will work together. They will have some new grammar and word reviews, which all of them have the opportunity to be part of it. They will have the chance to discuss and answer of the above activities, and finally they will be able to speak with his peer and partners about mystery stories in Ecuador. Independent practice is another important part of this lesson, because students will address some listening and writing activities by themselves. They will focus just on themselves, doing some worksheets and trying to fill up the blank space, and they will use all the things that they aimed in this lesson, such as new grammar, verb structures, verb grammar, everything they will apply with this independent activity. And I can really identify if some students are really putting a lot of effort to learn something new in the lesson or not, or if they are struggling with some things. Assessment is another very important part, because in this part students will see some videos about legends, what about legends in Ecuador, and what things are not really identified as legends or mystery in Ecuador, such as they are in Quito mainly legends, and people are scared of it at some point of night. And this is very important for students to learn, because if someone comes from an international person, they will also like to know which things are scary in this country. That's why they will be shown some videos, pictures, and therefore they will work with some worksheets. To conclude this lesson, the teacher will ask the students to investigate and write one mystery story about the city of Loja. I focus more about the city of Quito because it's the capital. It has more legends and mystery stories as other cities, but I would like to focus on Loja because that's where we come from, and I think it's very important for them to know some new things about this city. They should write it on the notebook, and finally the teacher will ask some questions related to the mystery topic to make sure that they have understood correctly the topic. That will be my lesson plan for this video, and I hope everyone understood my lesson plan. Thank you very much.